Hey, I'm Marcus and I'm playing Crusader Kings 3. And are we looking at the one? This is little Sjaelland Ebbison, a bastard from the union of Great Jarl Ebbe and his mistress Elizabeth Halling. And yeah, he shows all the potentials, all the signs of a great Hvide ruler, right? Shows signs of bossiness. He's already, quite good in warfare and stewardship, and now his own father wants to nurture that interest and form him into a potential ruler. A decision would still not take at this point in time. I think, gonna wait some years. Well, of course, depending on the overall health of Ebbe, but I think he kind of has his mind set up, and of course he's impatient, our Ebbe, and I guess he would declare this sooner rather than later. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Last time I said that we should be looking for a good match, really, right, for Sjaelland in this case. Because, of course, he is a bastard, we can legitimize him, but that would still leave him with a, disadvantage in his life. And, people would definitely look to him and be like, is he really a real Hvide? He was not from a, married union, but rather a bastard, and that could lead to all kinds of trouble, right? So there's definitely other male Hvide out there that could be contenders for his position. So he would need to have either a strong legitimization through his own wedding, or, well, a good ally, a really, really strong ally. Well, I guess potentially both. That would be the ideal thing to have. So in the first case, we would be looking for Hvide that would be at this point in time distant in the family tree. I think that's going to be hard to achieve. We would, I guess we could only look into Asser's line, but I've looked it up and there's not great potential over there at this point in time, at least. The other thing, of course, would be to look for Estrids, right? They come with a great name, established in Denmark and so on. But I looked it up, and I think inside of Denmark it's going to be complicated. So I think the other option, the looking for a great ally outside of Denmark, is the better option. And there are several. So we look to the north, right? And I think this marriage is also going to set up like a destination, a path for the future generations of Hvide to take. So are they looking to the north? Are they looking to the south? Are they looking to the east? Are they looking to the west? So looking to the north, we have, of course, Norway and Sweden. Both Norway and Sweden currently have potential matches. In Norway, we have King Paul. King Paul has a son, Duri, who is also the heir to the Kingdom of Norway. And he has a daughter called Jorunn. 1 year old at the time, of course. Can't really say something about her. She needs to develop. But so is our son. I guess pinning her would be a good idea, seeing how she would develop. Then Sweden. The current king, Bengir, has 2 daughters, in fact. And so either one of them could be a potential match. Let's pin them as well. There we are. Then that's it for the north, I think. If we go to the east, then of course we have the Empire of Lechia. This huge stretch of land here, powerful rulers of the Piast dynasty, the, of course, Polish kings that have now widened their reach, also being the kings of Lithuania. And of course, here we do see several girls as well. The current emperor does have sisters. Sisters of, marrying into a dynasty through the sister of the ruler always has this kind of risk of, the emperor having children and then dying early, and then your alliance is void, basically. So this would not be the preferred option. It's just something to keep in mind, of course. He's just 19 years old. He will have issue in time. So that is that. Now, let's look to the south. And here, to the immediate south, we have the, interestingly, Kingdom of Lutetia. And that would tell us something, right? They have the oxen here in their coat of arms. And we've seen the oxen before, very prominently in Venderland when it comes to Mecklenburg, I think here in Werle as well. Of course, that oxen is the symbol of the Slavs in this area. And they have very much adopted this. And this also means that they have a de jure right to the lands of Venderland. Which of course is that's something to look out for. They are of the Billung dynasty, very, very powerful. So they've been the rulers of Saxony and now Lutetia for a while. And we do see that the current king does have one daughter currently. He's already 38. His wife is 27, very good health, so it's likely that they will have other kids. I mean, of course, this would be this would be just grand, right? Having her married to our Sjaelland, and then the offspring of them, actually being able to rule over this vast stretch of land. I mean, that's something we could keep in mind. Still, at the end of the day, this would be a great union. And we do see that he's not terribly opposed to this. And you could just give him some gold, I guess, and then he would agree to it. So let's keep her in mind as well. That being said, last time we had been on this tournament in the south of Scotland. Well, I guess disputed areas between England and Scotland. Here in, I think that's where it was, right? In Cardwell, in Cumberland. And of course, people now in England and Scotland, and probably the unknown mystical land of Ireland, would know Ebbe. He was very much the person to run the show, especially like with his knights. The duel contest was like seeing who was the best knight of the Hvide court, and that would also, or it also has given him the opportunity to bond a little with these kingdoms here. He's currently learning the language of the English and the Scots, and that is, English, I guess. Written here with this AE thing, English. So that's obviously a connection to look out for. And the guy he's in contact with is Marquess Morcar. And Morcar here is of the Hvide dynasty. And they are currently still, their whole dynasty rules the better part of England, right? We have Mercia here, and we have what's called Dara, you would know it as Yorkshire. And then we have Northumberland, Northumbria, which is also ruled by the Hvide, right? So very, very powerful, important family over here. And we do see that he has a daughter too. So let's keep her in mind. I guess for the whole of England, that would be something that we could look into as well. The Normandy family has been ruling over England very steadily in this game. So we had, I think there was not that much of a, let me just see. We had King William the Conqueror, his son William Rufus. Then we had her. Oh yeah, Joanne. She was the daughter of William. But then we had a faction demand, and Richard here was installed. And I guess that was some time ago, 1129. So this is fairly stable. And of course, he does have daughters. Also a younger one, that's 10. That is her here, Elizabeth. So maybe let's pin her as well. Let me just check, would he actually be interested in this, or is it like too steep? No, 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 he would love it. He would definitely like it. Okay. Oh, 7,000 guys, right? So that's, yeah, that would definitely be beneficial. Then we have Scotland. There we have a Queen Marjorie of Scotland. Also interesting to see that they have, for whatever reason, turned to having queens, because her heir is also a queen. Her daughter, Annabella. Let's check. Of course, her second born here, Mirren, is also an heiress in that case. Likely to remain one. She's already 40. Yeah, that being said, she is 15. Our son Sjaelland is 6. So by the time he grows up, she would already be in her middle 20s. Not ideal, right? When we talk about this point again of like having children. And of course a kind of marriage that works for both parts. And yeah, so could still keep this in mind, but not on the direct scope. So let's just see. Now we have daughter of the heir of Norway, daughter of the King of Sweden, other daughter of the King of Sweden, only daughter and current heiress of the King of Lutetia, and then the daughter of the Duke of York, basically, and the daughter of the King of England. So that would be, I think, our current best option to achieve this goal of having a proper or very good, steady alliance with someone outside of Denmark that, in case something should happen, could come to our aid. Now, yeah, I think... I guess we could just go. Let me just check and see what my code is doing. Of course, we have guests here. I think I did see something that was irritating me. Like, who's that guy? Where did he come from? It's like we sometimes have these guys that just, like, I don't know, smuggled their way into our court. I mean, he's blind. Like, how did he get here? Where does he come from? Why is he here? Where will he go when he die? I mean, if you get that, then you're great, and I like you. Jeke Irtim. Yeah, of course. I don't know who he is, and I'm not feeding people I don't know. So, I guess it's bye for him. We have our knights, of course. Ah, yes, and we do have... yeah, all these girls now that are kind of, or definitely Ebba's children, but we don't know about this. I also saw that only for like 2 of them, Erika and Elizabeth, we kind of assume this or know this, but not the third one, I think, right? So her third daughter here, Asta, is not in that list. Just like to be sure and to be... yeah, let's just ask our Matthias here to find out about this. Oh, we have a council meeting! Yeah, I think we have this tradition now of like the dog always coming along to the council meeting. Because what can possibly go wrong? Right? Right. There we go. Oh, no, no. Now onto the next point, my spy master Matthias drones. It is of the utmost importance that... the silence that falls is only broken by the sound of Blackie barking happily, having done business. I guess that's where his should be, or her. Bad doggy. Yeah, I think we definitely sent the dog to Middelfart. That's where they belong. Alright. Anything else I wanted to do? Let's have a quick check on the knights, see if everything is okay over there. I think last time we... Yeah, okay, we do not have a current successor for the Röde Ritter, and I guess he's 50 now, so might be the time to look for that. There we are. What else do we have in here? Forcing a lot of people, but that's okay. I guess we could just allow Clemencia to be a knight. I don't think there would be ever the point where she would otherwise not be a knight. Just look at her. Legendary Blade Master. Also a military engineer. That's great. So both a very accomplished commander and awesome in her prowess. So yeah, that's good stuff. Alright, what do we have here? It's important that Ludwig learns how to rule, as one day Sjaelland will be his. Ah, yeah, of course. At this point in time, Ludwig is still the official heir. I mean, everybody would know what's going on here, but there has been no proper announcement. No way of legally saying that Sjaelland would be an heir, so yeah, we are still going this route currently. Twice now I've given orders to courtiers, only to later discover he has countermanded them. A recent judgment of mine against a lawbreaker was later quietly undone, as Ludwig evidently disagreed but neglected to tell me. Even more vexing, several times I've given a command only to have the man glance towards my nephew as if looking for confirmation. I think in the past, was that even Toke with Ebbe? Not sure. Maybe that was Sjaelland Toke. I was like, yeah, that shows that he's spunky, right? That he's doing stuff. But I think in this case, Ebbe does not appreciate it. He definitely wants to go in a different direction or plans on doing this. So, yeah, I guess this is not the way to move forward, and we will discourage Ludwig at this point from taking such actions. Oh yeah, oh yes, he has also learned languages, Norse and Low German. Aha. Elizabeth came to me today in her capacity as my tutor, this time accompanied by a woman in Polish garb. My lord, I would like you to meet Adleta. As a learned woman, I thought she might help with tutoring Lechitic to the children of the court, useful considering it's spoken by our neighbors in Lechia. Yes, that does make sense. And do we actually have a shortage here or no one else that can do this? Oh, only our wife can currently speak Lechitic. Yeah, okay. That does make sense to me. Oh, but that's 70 gold. 70 gold for a low-born person to enter a court that otherwise is not that great. So, no, I guess we are not doing this. And, yeah, dead now. And rather, I think, go for maybe a marriage. Would make sense for us to go into this direction here. Have someone from our court marry someone from Lechia. What do we have here? Our kinswoman Frederike. There she is. Already eccentric at age 6. What do we have here? Ah, yeah, okay. I would be able to get a strong hook on Clemencia, I guess. No, I don't need that. Just search for the secrets, not the weird things. Yes. Okay, I will get back to that in a moment. So she wants to go into the diplomacy direction. I guess that's alright. We have Paul for this. Paul is the best. There we go. There we are. The family gathered for our evening repast in Roskilde's great hall, and right from the start it was a madhouse. Oh no. Cousin Sven's daughter, Ingeborg, stood up at one point and began screaming in tongues. Is she? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's possessed, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Until finally the rest of us were able to calm her. Then Cousin Wendel's young daughter, Tekla, was uncharacteristically irritable and combative. In a bad mood since the start of the feast. That's her here. Okay. Yeah, arrogant and brave. Alright, that's her. Yeah, she is the daughter of that union here of Jarl Jens of Bornholm. And then our cousin Wenwild. Okay. She lives at the court of Matthias. Alright. Also, my younger son, Tokay, sat at the table quietly, fretting and fidgeting while he worried over inconsequential things. Yeah, that's not a display we want to see. You see, yeah, he's also looking softer, right? He's like a good boy. He's like staying quiet and in the corner, doing not much. And here we have Sjaelland, and he's like, yeah, doing things. So everyone was shouting and the cacophony grew so annoying I finally raised my voice and commanded them all to be silent. I may have said some things I regret, but I simply had to be out of that place. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess that's happening sometimes. First, 2 horses, dressed in fancy bridles and feathers, and then a wagon, laden with coffers and people. Before long, my retinue and I are accosted by a touring theatre company, all colourful clothing and lively people. "My lord," an old woman calls from the passing wagon, "I can see your wistful stare. Why don't you join us for a show?" What? What? I will play the cunning servant. Save me a seat in the front row. Oh, Crusader Kings. Yeah. I mean, it's nice of them to have these kind of events, but in what reality? In what medieval reality would this have happened? This guy is a ruler. He's a powerful person, and of course, he's not going to play the cunning servant in play of a traveling tour of people. Well, I guess I will have a look at this. He likes entertainment. We get exotic entertainers and at least some intrigue lifestyle experience. Well, yeah, save me a front row. There's no way I would have chosen the other one. I mean, if he definitely had that eccentric trade and was really, I don't know, kind of odd, then I might have chosen this. But, yeah, that's pretty unthinkable. Alright. Why? What happened now? Is one of our... Oh, okay. I guess that's why. Anneliese is pregnant again. And I guess just... I don't know why the pop-up didn't appear, but that would probably be the one where it's like everybody knows that the child is yours, yada yada. Yeah. I guess she's going to wear... yeah, the bigger court jester's garb here. Yeah, for anyone who's bewildered, last time, or at the end of last episode, Anneliese approached Ebbe very seriously, told him about how she didn't feel at home at the court and she had nothing to do, and then she got in our face and she said, "I want to be your court jester." And we're like, what? Yeah, I guess that was, if she wants it, then be our guest, or court jester in that case. So, yep, that's definitely something that has happened. Yep. Okay, we have actually learned the English language. After lots of hard work, I finally learned the English language. Endless hours practicing accentuation, sleepless nights mimicking inflection, countless lessons mastering intonation. It was all worth it in the end. During my efforts, I looked to emulate Marcus Morcar's accent. I'm sure that he would be impressed with my results. So I guess that's a kind of Yorkshire accent, right? So that's good. During my efforts, yeah, okay. And of course, Anglo-Saxon peasants now respect me a great deal more. I guess that's not something he would think of. I could write him a letter. Yeah, why not? Oh. My letter comes across as dishonest mockery. Oh, what I did there. Ah, okay. Mm. What is it called again? I think it's Geordie. Right, the Yorkshire accent of English is Geordie. So there we are. We are in Roskilde doing our thing. My niece-in-law, Jessica. Alright, that is Ludwig. Ludwig and her have another child. Oh, good for them. Another daughter. Lykke. Mm-hmm. We have a son. Yeah. I think that Ebbe knows that he has to offer Ludwig something in return. He can't just say, oh no, you won't be my heir, by the way, you will be my bastard son. There is something he would have to do. And there we are, right? Asta is in fact a bastard, but I am her true father. Unbelievable! Yeah. It's not unbelievable at all. You would be very, very naive and I don't know nothing about how to conceive children if you thought that was a surprise here. Yeah, someone has to tell Ebbe about the bees, and the flowers, and how that works. Alright, okay, now we know. There we go. And yeah, I kind of want to play this quote-unquote realistically. So what we would do is, maybe when he gets in poor health or is otherwise, I don't know, incapacitated or infirm, he would expose this secret. And then I'll have to see how this works out. If the girls at that point are not bastards of the Hvide dynasty, then I will make it so. Because I don't like this about the game, right? You would expose this, everyone knows they're your children, but then they sometimes just get this disputed heritage trait. It's like, no, it's not disputed if he said so. Anyway, we will get there. I think that is definitely something that he wants to do. Taking care of the girls that he knows are his children, his daughters. Up. In the meantime, what are we doing here? I mean, you did see, right? We seldomly have some kind of bigger conflict here currently, knock on wood. And that is, of course, due to the actions that we've seen in the past generations, but I guess also his kind of consolidation. I think it's kind of interesting to look at. That's why for the last thumbnail I chose to have Sjaelland, Toke, and now Ebbe on it. Because you see this kind of 3-generational step. Whereas you have the first generation, and that's the adventuring one, the conquering one. And you have the second generation, and that's more of the consolidation of power generation, right? The one that, kind of sees to it that the realm stays stable, everything that has been conquered, right, does not fall back and, I don't know, revolt or something. And then we have the third generation, and they would be the ones to reap the harvest. And that is Ebbe's generation. And if we kind of follow this path, then we would see, obviously, at some point, a kind of decline. Because that's what normally happens when you look at this approach, or when you look at medieval dynasties in that regard, right? So you would have the generation that reaps the harvest, and the next generation is kind of, I don't know, sometimes more spoiled, doesn't have the need to fight for things, so they become, I don't know. I don't want to say they become sated, but I guess they would be. They have everything that they want. That's where this kind of term of decadence also goes into, right? Well, let's have a look. We will see what Sjaelland is going to do. Oh, would you look at this, as I patiently await the fetching of my clothes. Servant stutters, my lord, no one can find your garments. Surrounded by incompetence, I mutter, storming my chamber. It's in my son, Sjaelland's room, that I discover not only my raiments, but also the boy's wet nurse. And mother. I had no part in it, my liege. He dressed himself, Elizabeth responds, with a giggle. Yeah. I guess, well, of course, he is the Prince of Fashion. That was something that he pulled off when he was little. But I don't want to have a prince of fashion in every generation now. So we'll just say, that little scoundrel here. Our Skjalm, such a little scoundrel, doing everything his father does, apparently. Yeah. Also wants to go in that stewardship direction, so maybe his rule would be more of a continuation of what we've just seen from Ebbe. Oh, what do we have here? While performing his duties as spymaster, Matthias has uncovered a secret held by my rival and vassal, Baron Kurt. He schemed from the shadows to have Edith murdered. And Edith was part of our court, yes. Oh yeah, she was the wife of Jirji, whom we definitely remember and respect for his services. Oh, and he is our rival, right? What do we do in this case? I guess we could have him imprisoned, revoked, and then have the son take over? Is that something we want, though? Yeah, that makes for an interesting case. What do we do with this information? I guess we could also just... Alright, I have to click on it in order to have it here. I could just blackmail him. And that's a strong hook, so that would make sure that he kind of stays put. I mean, he's also infirm. His health is not the best. He will likely not be around for much longer. And then we have to deal with the son, who... I don't know. not the nicest fella in town, I guess. Paranoid and shy and callous and irritable. I guess he's a decent spy master. So, yeah, and I guess Matthias will be gone at some point. Also, yeah, I know that, you know, baronies are like, yeah, just revoke it and so be it. But I do think that there's some things we should take into account here, and that is that the Brock family has this, you know, large connection through the father here, Gudmar, being one of the best friends of Tokay, having this huge name, this influential Röde Ritter, right? He was the one to, make that name big, actually. But I guess families can fall from grace, right? That's also something that's happening sometimes. I think on that for a moment. I guess he's not a thinker, right? I think... let's do this. Take the strong hook to make sure that he stays put. There we go. Viggo can actually go and train commanders again. I'll have him do that. What do we have here? Tokay. And look at it. Tokay would like to go in the direction of learning, and he's shy. He's definitely not the one. He's not the one. But he is our one. He's definitely also a son, and I think, that's the right thing to do. Leave him with Elizabeth here, who can make sure that he learns all of the things he needs to learn. Maybe at this point in time. And like I said, it was common in these days to rename people. To rename kids when their destination was clearer in life. Like when you suddenly knew, okay, this son would be the heir, then you would give him the name that the dynasty prefers or whatever. And I guess in this case, we could go and rename him. He's not a Tokay, but he is an Absalon. He would think of, Ebbe would think of his older brother, who, was this destined to become this bishop, this really influential bishop for the Hvide, and then who tragically became a leper on the pilgrimage to Rome. Yeah, he would definitely have that in mind, and think that, hey, maybe this son of mine here could become the next Absalon, the next great bishop of the Hvide. I guess we can start the legend. I did not look at them still. What is an emotic skian? I'll get back to that in a moment. Omotic skiing, legitimizing legend. Doesn't say anything about it, right? So what is that? In the blood of all our people. Is there a way I can get? Yeah. In the blood of all our people flows the same blood that flowed through the Omotics. What? Okay, that's a foreign culture from Africa, from Abyssinia, so modern day Ethiopia. Uh-huh. I mean, that would be a bizarre but interesting legend, I guess. Having this family of like white blonde guys claiming that their ancestry is in Africa. At the same time, I kind of always like to say that, hey, whatever relationship Europe had with Africa and still has to a degree, again, I'm always saying this, right? But that is a modern thing. So at this point in time, there was actually this kind of interest in Africa and certain form of admiration. So what you would have is this legend going around in Europe. I don't think that was at that time. I think that was a little bit later. At the time of the Fourth Crusade, I think. That is where people... there was this mythical legend about the presbyter John, who was supposed to be this Ethiopian Christian Ethiopian king that would come to the aid of the Christians in Jerusalem. And there was a very strong belief that many held at the time. And so you would see many depictions of this mythical king in books at the time, in illuminations, what they were rather called. I mean, in that sense, it does make sense, I guess, to look in this direction. It's just weird. It's just funny to me. The white blonde guys saying that they are from Africa. Well, I guess. Who knows? In the distant past. We don't know who Sjaelland's mother was. Maybe she was from Africa. We don't know this. But then again, we go for another legend. I guess we could. There's nothing that would stop us. We can actually do this. Would not cripple our finances. We would just need to make sure that we can actually end it. Then maybe have a legendary building in Norrisund as well. Kind of sounds nice, does it? I guess the other ones here, holy legends. Yeah. No, I don't think so. Maybe let's get back to this here and then think about the legends again. All right. Anneliese has given birth to another son. That is interesting for us. Right? We coming from this point of oh no, we don't have a son, to the point of, oh, we have too many sons now. Well, it's not too many, of course. He would be delighted about these news. Now he would definitely know that if he chooses one of them, or legitimizes all of them, then definitely his line will continue. So we have Arnfast here. Arnfast is, of course, not a Hvide name, but now comes the point where you think, okay, does he go on? No, definitely not that one. I have to choose here. Okay, then in that case, he remains an unlegitimized bastard. Could we go for a different name, possibly? I think maybe we could go in this direction of giving him a name that kind of evokes the Thrugot dynasty, right? I mean, they had an asset too. Who else was in there? Oh, we could name him Thrugot. Wow. Yeah, that's okay. There was a Thrugot in there. Yeah, that's why the dynasty is called that way. Let's call him Thrugot and say, yes, he is one of ours. Not legitimate, though, at this point in time. Yeah. As our Sjaelland. Yeah, still going in the right direction. Anything we can do with him? I mean, yeah, Norse and Low German. He could study another language. Don't know if Dog Vulgar is something he needs to learn. Maybe Hungarian. Magyar. The Magyar language. I guess. Oh, he can learn something else. Oh yeah, that's where I wanted to, but I also wanted to say that maybe we need someone that can speak Lechitic, because that's way more important to learn that. So let me just check. I think we'll go for a marriage here. Who is not married? He is married, of course. Let's check here. What do we have here? Dan, who was a former bishop, is actually an unbeliever. And this is finally where we see, okay, in this case, yes, this guy would not believe. God. I mean, yeah, once again, this whole believing thing, just focusing on belief is, yeah, not a medieval thing. So, yeah, this might as well mean that's, I don't know, he participates in Mass, but I don't know, he spits out, a little bread thing and the wine, I don't know. Something that he does is definitely unchristian. The signs of a weak soul. But I don't think that he would act against it necessarily. He lacks the zeal. Like, he doesn't see anything that he would gain from tarnishing his reputation, saying that he's a heretic. Let's just check. Who here at our court is actually someone who can marry? Who's he? Again, Flosi Aldrin. Who is he? How did he get here? I think he's the one. I think we decided at least for him to be at our court, right? Right? Let's find someone here who is... all of these estrids again on the market, right? Every estrid. So many women in that one. She is Polish. Okay, we're not the best option here. She is also Polish, Looking for someone maybe slightly younger. Let's look this thing again where we say for age. Yeah, looking around this direction here. Overtried. That is definitely someone to look for. Being lazy is probably not the best thing. Saxon, English, Latgalian, English, Occitan, Arpitan, Slovene. Now that's the different direction. Croatian, Serbian, Danish, Geet. Swedish, Geet, Anglo-Saxon, Goliath. Okay. Croatian, whatever that is. Pruthenian. I think that would be the right direction as well. Right? Do they speak... No, they speak Pruthenic. I don't want to think too long about these things, right? That's not a fun thing to do. Where is she again? Oh, I'll come back to that in a moment. Yeah. Let's just do this. So we would have someone in court that speaks Lechitic. There we go. While performing his duties as my spy master, Matthias has uncovered a secret held by my cousin Signe. That's her. The way in which she seeks pleasure is revolting for any decent woman to even think of. And yet she is not merely willing, but eager. It feels so unnatural and sickening. No, it is unnatural and sickening. It offends against God. Of course, for us, this reads like she has, I don't know, some disturbing kinks or whatever. That's not necessarily the case in medieval terms. That might as well count for, I don't know, a woman who enjoys sex. You know, that could be something very harmless in modern terms, or something that we would actually say, hey, that's a good thing, right? So not necessarily something very weird. But yeah, Ebbe doesn't like it. Okay. I guess that's something to hold under lock and key. Yeah, you know, don't want people to know that necessarily. But it's interesting, like we're digging up all of these, yeah. Oh. I accept the marriage proposal, but, alright, yeah, my head, yeah, she was the one on whose court that woman was that is now at our court. Okay. Oh, we could sell trivial titles. Not doing this, we don't need it. So, what do we have here? I was surprised when Elizabeth asked to see me today, as we hadn't arranged a rendezvous. I was even more surprised when I saw the lass trailing behind. Erika, her daughter, and secretly also mine. She presented the silent Erika to me, and then looked me straight in the eyes. It's time that people knew who her father is. I demanded to know why she chose now, after all this time, to make such a bold demand. This isn't about me, or even you, she said. This is about our future. She deserves to come out of hiding. Oh, that's a strong argument. And that's good of Elizabeth here, right? Making a stand for their child. So, good for her. Shows her strong character. Convince her not to do this, or not now. Yeah. Threaten her? No, I think that's not something he would do. Or perhaps she's right. It's time. He definitely has this in mind, right? I've said this time and again that he would do this at some point. And she's 12, and that's the age where you might start to be looking for her engagement. So, yes, perhaps indeed it is time. Yep. There we go. Now everyone knows. Okay. See? Still lowborn. Like, we have just announced to the world that she is indeed the daughter. Our daughter. So, why then in the world is she still lowborn here? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Because there's some ways around this. I could ennoble her. This, yeah, kind of would have precedence. Like I think I talked about John of Gaunt the last time. And he had lots of bastards with a mistress, whom he married later in life when his wife was dead. And these bastards were legitimized on his deathbed, and they were given the house name of Beaufort. So they were not part of the dynasty that he was coming from. Of course, the Plantagenets. But I guess that's also because like he was not the head of that house, right? It was not his decision to bring them into that house. And we are. Ebbe is the head of his house. It is definitely in his right to say that Erika here is a Hvide. I mean, we've taken the fall for this, right? I guess we are a sinner. We cannot be more of a sinner than we already are. I don't even think we lost devotion here, right? Or even if we did, it was not that much. So, guys, you have to bear with me, but I will cheat in that case, and override her lowborn status here, and instead bring her into the House of Hvide. Well, we can do it here. It's not that much of a big secret. The way I would do this is I can pin him. And then I pin her. There we go. Now we go to the Divine Intervention cheat menu. There is I think it's the Diplomacy Manager. Let me just check. Yeah. Family. And now we have a primary character. That would be us. No, she doesn't need to be in here, I think. But I think secondary would be her. Yeah. See, Great Jarl Ebbe of Sjaelland takes Erika into the House of Hvide. And again, it is obviously a cheat tool, but I think this is just consequential. Right? this is just what we have done. We have just announced that she is our daughter and that she is part of our family. So, there we go. Feels so dirty now. Again, no. Holding court. Yeah, that's something we can do. What's with them? They could barely keep their hands off each other. Look at this. I wanted to hold court. There we are. We are gesturing for the first line to approach. Oh, there's Matthias. A markedly disgruntled Matthias hurries to your throne. Nephew, I have a right to the Jylland of Laughing Out Loud Land, Falster, no matter what anyone else might say. Will you relinquish what does not belong to you in support of my claim? Whoopsie, Matthias. I think every once in a while, right, he has these kind of delusions of grandeur. Like when he comes and demands artifacts, and now he demands land even. I think that's even like an unpressed claim, a weak claim anyway. And of course, this is our land by right? So, I mean, it was held by our father before, and then through the line of his mother. And even though Matthias is of course also a son of Signe here, whose father was the first Jarl of Lolland. But yeah, he never was near that title before. And Signe herself never was the ruler there, right? We remember that she died before her older sister, and when her older sister died, she passed it directly on to Toke. So, no, you are not right. Objectively. Well, I guess, yeah. This would just be, I don't know, beating on a poor guy with just one arm who is like 61 years old. I think, yeah, this, I gain stress because I'm arbitrary. Why? That makes no sense whatsoever. But that's what we do. We tell him that, no. We make the same justification that I just did. Oh, look at Anneliese being there. Yay, clap, clap. My lord, I represent... Sven here. I represent the religious community of Nestved. While rummaging through our modest archive, we have come across a very peculiar book. It's the book thing again. Yeah, I guess he does not care about books that much, but he is not as ignorant as his predecessors were when it comes to this. He knows, as a steward, right? He does bookkeeping, that learning has a value in itself. So, yeah, we call for the antiquarian. He would do something with this. Oh well, turns out to be worthless, but Harald's learning here has increased by 2, so I guess that's good. My antiquarian Harald, and there he is! Approaches me. He's just like, oh yeah, that book is worthless, I just gained some learning, and here I am. My liege, Harald says, full of excitement. I have a great idea that can bring you either money or fame. You have amassed quite the collection of artifacts, my lord, so why not put them on display? You could charge for viewing your collection or for free so that more people will view it. He clears his throat before continuing. People do have a tendency to want the things they see, so the downside might be that more people will try to claim your artifacts. Well, if they claim them, they should come. Yeah, makes total sense for me. Do I have here? Just for some prestige. No, if people want to come and see the great artifacts of House Hvide, we would just not like any lowborn do this. They would have to show their appreciation and therefore pay. Oh, there we go. That was nice. That was okay. Oh yeah. We do have around 500 gold now. Now, yeah, talked about this in the comments. And there was this idea of saying maybe we could host our own tournament. And yeah, I guess that's totally in line with Ebbe's character and his way of showing power, right? Not by conquering, not by consolidating, but rather through representation. So yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind. It's mightily expensive though, doing that kind of thing, even if you just have one contest. But we can look at it, maybe just like look at it in a second and see how much it would actually cost. I'm out riding my dog Blackie beside me when suddenly, I guess that's where he or she is, suddenly runs off into the farmlands. My retinue assures me he will come back, but what if he doesn't? Yeah, no, we're impatient. We're like, hey, Blackie, come back. Where are you? Come back here. I swear, I will pet you this time. There we go. I will pet you. Please. What do we have here? All I'm saying, Great Jarl Ebbe, is that skis are fun, even without hunting. It shouldn't be so unusual to ski for the joy of it, not just the utility. Drones Vigo at dinner. I feel like I've been in this conversation for my entire life. The man's obsessed. We should give it a try. Now, while the snow is thick and fresh. There's a steep hill not too far from here. I'll bet I can reach the bottom before you and we'll both have a great time. Yeah, Vigo. I mean, you're infirm. Oh, he's also mighty depressed. Okay, I guess he's been so loyal to us. Okay, I'll just do it for him. Oh, now he's our friend. Nice. Oh, Vigo here. Up. No. I searched for a long time, but not a sign of Blackie can be found. Just as I am about to give up a rider from my retinue, returns with disturbing news. He swears he saw my rival and vassal, Baron Kurt, skulking around. Okay, well, that's something different. We blackmailed him in order for him to... yeah, let go of his things and not go against us. That's not what we wanted here. What can we do here? Demand payment, 15 gold. Can I still expose? I guess. No, I can't. Yeah, because we turned it into a hook. It's like if you blackmail someone once, you cannot possibly get away from it. Like they are blackmailed for eternity. That's... yeah, okay. Will or could I actually do this? Take away this title? Yeah, again, I think that's something that I would only do in very rare circumstances, like we did see, of course, with Norrisant when he was directly attacked. Yeah. Anyway, I need to do something, right? I guess that's the least thing that we can do. Relieve him of some of his money. Oh no, Annalisa has turned poor in her duties as a court jester. I guess because she has pneumonia. It makes sense. People coughing and stuff, they're not that good at entertaining people. You have to tell them that though. They will still go on. They're like, no, stop it. Please. What was this? We have actually... yeah, I think I did not do this one time. Oh, that's where that guy is coming from. Yeah, okay. Sorry, game. This was not a random act. This was, of course, by design, and we were searching for another Röde Ritter. Yeah, not the best choice, though, right? Flossy here. Well, of course, well, he's 18, so he has some time to develop. And that's good, right? We always want to have this kind of age gap between the current accolade and then the successor. Petition King, sell titles, Petition King. What will we have here? Still only the transfer claim option, not taking that one. Let the game roll and let me just quickly check what it would cost to host. Oh, it's up here. A grande tournament. Estimated 900. I think, yeah, we have stables here. Suitable terrain. Blacksmiths and suitable terrain. Why are farmlands farmland's not suitable. I guess if we hosted... cannot do a joust, but I guess we could do a horse race. That contest would... Yeah, location has stables. Right. So what happens if we just choose one? Then it would have 700 gold that we need to invest. Okay. And that will still... We would still just have simple pavilions and at least fine prices. I guess we would want to go here, right? Luxurious encampments. I got 900 gold just for one contest. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't think that Paradox did the whole activity thing very well, because you rarely do any of them because they're just so expensive. Or maybe give some option that are just like maybe a minor tournament or something, just to have you do something at least, and then you just do it regionally, but not like this whole international grand tournament. Anyways, this morning I had a delightful encounter with a charming young launderer. Aha, we joked, we laughed, and we parted with glad hearts, all because I made the effort to be somewhat more personable. Perhaps I could apply this bout of flirtatious confidence to more than just my personal affairs? Oh, I suppose I could make a bit more eye contact. A lingering touch teases the soul. Or, my gaze alone could charm Satan himself. This is all beneath me. I think that's the one where, yeah, okay, you gain attraction opinion in turn 4, courtier opinion minus. If I take, then probably that one, not the most extreme stuff. Oh no! Oh no, her son also has pneumonia. Well, she doesn't have it anymore. He has it. Reduced disease symptoms. I hope he'll recover. What is it? Prepare for anything. Enemy hostile scheme success chance against your court is minus 15. Swift education murder. I don't think he will ever go for that. Or at least not now. Yeah, why not? That will definitely make us very secure when it comes to that direction. There we go. Now he's dead. Good riddance. Yeah, okay. There's his irritable drunkard son, who is somewhat of, yeah, decent intrigues person, but useless for anything else. I guess we could, yeah, make Matthias a steward and then have him put in that position. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's offer this family one more courtesy. But, I guess, yeah, we will not be so courteous if there's any more screw-ups here. The Kings, sell trivial titles. No, I just opted against this. I mean, yeah, we could sell trivial titles, then we get closer to be able to host a tournament or something like that. Expectations. You are always there for me, and I hope you know that I'm grateful. My son Scam approaches me in a rare display of honesty. Oh, that's nice. No, I don't need to blackmail him or anything. No, but that's what it means to be a guardian, right? For our son here. We have his best interest in mind. He's 8 now. Yeah, I guess somewhere around like 12 or so. I think that would be a good age. What do you have? Oh. Figo was a deviant as well. Who would have thunk? The weird things he does with his skis. Like, ooh, don't do that. Ooh. Oof. Our court is weird. Why are people? Why are people? Let me just check if there's anyone else I'm missing out on, because sometimes there are actually people that would join our court that are, I don't know, family or otherwise interesting. What's up with her? Where does she come from? Daughter of Lasse. That's the only daughter of Lasse. Holgerth Lasse's daughter. Oh, wow. I think that would be interesting to have her at court, I guess. Yeah. There we go. Anyone else? Dunbar. Oh. Emma. Emma Stig's daughter. She is also nowhere. Okay. In the middle of nowhere or anywhere. Yeah, of course. We will make sure that she can come home. Or your cousin Edward was slain during the Battle of Hohenberg. That is indeed interesting because he at some point in time was destined to become the next king. Let me check who's here now. Ooh, would you have a look at this? Now that would be a thing, right? That would be a thing. Let me just check. I think we are voting for him, right? Yeah. Currently at, let me check, 123 votes. Great Jarl Ebbe, that's of course us. Valdemar, Pritbjörn, and Ingbert. Alright. Well, I guess the king has to vote for someone else now, so maybe he will not be in first position in a moment. All of these guys previously voted, right, for him. Need to go somewhere else now. Jarl Jens of Bornholm. I don't think he's that great of an idea. He's a philanderer. And Absalom lost a trade pneumonia. Okay, good stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, we do have this Lechitic speaking woman at court. So Sjaelland could learn this. I think... yeah. Absalom 2 could learn this. There we are. Yeah, I guess Erika can learn this as well. Everyone is learning Lechitic. Isn't that great? Ow. Oh no. There's this like little pop-up and then it immediately goes away. So, guess that's a mod thing. But I guess one of my lovers is, yeah. Anneliese is pregnant again. Yeah, okay. I guess she does not have pneumonia, so we could go and do things again. Flosi and Viggo are enjoying a friendly, light-hearted debate about the reliability of astrology. Why? True, astrology can have errors, Flosi says, and some astrologers are quacks, but astronomers who do proper calculations can make good, useful observations. I'm not saying that the celestial bodies don't influence our lives. I know the moon causes the tides, for instance. Viggo chuckles. What I'm saying is it's hard to know what that influence is. Surely the scholars you speak of agree there's so many variables to consider. If so, it's arrogant to think one can know the will of God through mere calculations. You sound like superstitious priests who think scholars are all heretics who hate God, Flosi smiles. My great Jarl, what are your thoughts on this? How? I don't know. I'll roll. And that's what he would do in real life. He would just be like, if one is trained well, then one can read the stars. And that's what he's totally, into. Like, he believes it. No, he does. He was just saying this on the spot because he doesn't want to appear dumb. Alright, the farmers who dwell in the coastal regions of Norrisund have developed a reputation for being experts at the use of seaweed as fertilizer. Well, that's a good idea. While using seaweed as fertilizer in coastal regions is not a new concept, it takes skill and knowledge to make the most use of seaweed for this purpose. Perhaps we should support these farmers so that they can more efficiently harvest seaweed and turn it into fertilizer. How many times in these two paragraphs have they used the word seaweed and fertilizer? And could you use it any more, please? The farmers are fine without this? No. Yeah, why not? This sounds like something that he would get into. Gives us some holding tax development. Yeah. That's something worth supporting, you would think, being the good steward that he is. Oh yeah, right. Should we actually look for a spouse for Erika? Maybe we could even introduce her to someone. Wouldn't that be nice? How about... I'll get back to that in a moment. How about this guy here? His name I probably can't pronounce. He is the son of Great Jarl Hakon, the spawn of Satan of Västergötland. Well, I guess we are all sinners. And here we have Österfjord. Well, I don't think that Ebbe would so be opposed to greedy characters, being brave, no, being zealous, charming. Why not? Let's have him around, see if they click. There we go. So what's this? Something's been off recently. I don't mean the major events that have been happening around my life. What I mean is on smaller scale, a more mundane scale. I've felt as if things have not been going my way. It's little things that stress me out, like misplaced items or how I seem to bite my tongue by accident a lot these days. A priest I know happened to be staying in the area and concluded that my spate of bad luck is caused by a ghost of some sort who has been following me around. If there is indeed a ghost, it's hard to say whether it's genuinely malevolent or benevolent, and unaware of the harm it is causing me, but I was told it needs to be dealt with through an exorcism if I'm to be rid of its troubling influence. Oh. Haunted by a ghost. Oh. Stewardship. Oh, wow, okay. If you wish to rid yourself, you may need to visit an exorcist. Aha, there's a decision to do this. To provoke the spirits. Of course, maybe there isn't a misfortune. Might disappear on its own. I guess in that case, he would definitely try to seek... Well, let's check where that is. Is that here? Exercise the ghost following. That's a BET event. Yeah, I guess he would do this. Because he does not want to wait for something like that to happen. And if a priest officially told him that, he would definitely believe it. So yeah, we seek out a priest. I met with a priest who was recommended to me as an excellent exorcist. Of course, in exchange for such services, I must pay the exorcist a certain fee. One can only hope this ends well, though the exorcist tells me that we will have to be patient before we see the results. Standard fee, generous, pay nothing at all. Oh, I guess he would pay a generous fee in this case. Yeah, he does not want to be haunted by a ghost. And I guess he is afraid of ghosts. And there are no Ghostbusters around, so he pays a generous fee. Well, I guess he just called the Ghostbuster. I was nervous about it all, but it seems like the exorcist did a proper job. Whatever the exorcist did, it worked. Things seem to be going better with my life now, as if the ghost was never really there to cause any sort of ruckus. Assuming there was a ghost in the first place. Oh yeah, we assumed that. So, yeah, okay. Not haunted anymore. Yeah, I guess that was an Ebbe move. Again, you just throw money at things and then they get better. And here we are. Erika at least is pleased when I present the news of her potential future husband. Yeah, I guess he's formidable, right? Hale being a bumbling squire, but at least having one of these things here. Not being bad at prowess and so on. Yeah, why not? What if he doesn't like me? Oh, don't be insecure, Erika. You are the daughter of Ebbe, and your beautiful mother. You will be great. Time to prepare. What happens here? My jester, Annalise, who the pregnant jester, is known for her fantastically entertaining insults. And as it happens, she is, let the honest, compassionate woman make insults. Anyways, she is standing face to face with my friend Roland. I am just in time to hear a particularly scathing roast. You miserable pig and loathsome fiend, your grotesque size and brashness are legendary. I hear you love nature in spite of what it did to you, you skirt chaser. Annalise says, possessed by Satan. Roland's face is red, but he knows that I am watching, so he manages some pained laughter. What the hell? Yeah, this is not a roast. You're just outright insulting him. Like, haha, asshole. And he's like, hey, what? That's not roasting. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we're like, hey, it's okay, Roland. Don't mind her. She's pregnant. No. It must be the hormones. Oh yeah. Ah, that is our second daughter. She would go in this direction. Maybe it's... yeah, maybe that's something we could do. Bringing the family together. Having our wife care for the upbringing of our second daughter here. Of course, I mean, in the logic of the game, Jutta doesn't know this, but I think in headcanon we can definitely say that she knows this. She's, of course, not an idiot. So, if he produces 2 children with Elizabeth, and then there are more plopping out of her, then they're not coming out of the void, I guess. Peekaboo. I can hear it echoing around the castle, light giggles occasionally breaking out into full peals of laughter. As I enter a room, the culprits are revealed. Erika, with judging by the discarded books strewn across the table, her studies very much abandoned, has her half-brother Thrugot clutched in her arms. The baby burbles happily as Erika peeks through her fingers at him, the two of them giggly happy. Oh, isn't that just nice? Yeah? No, I would not scold her for that. That's actually something that he would want. Right? His, yeah. These, of course, are half brothers and sisters, and they are all bastards. So it's nice for him to see that they would, like, kind of bond. So, good stuff. What else do we know? We have learned something about our Baron here. Let's look at that in a moment. Oh, what happens now? All these events, right? It's like a family event every other day. There was a strange air in the great hall at tonight's family feast. Firstly, cousin Signe's husband, Rune, didn't stop rolling his eyes and heavily sighing at the slightest mention of God. Okay. Then I noticed that Anneliese and Emma weren't speaking. Normally they are inseparable, but suddenly my lover and her cousin sat on opposite ends of the table, and if they passed near each other at all, there was a distinct chill between them. It appears their friendship is at an end. Oh, that's too bad. Let me just check here. Emma is now 38. That would normally not be the time to marry anymore. Let's see how that goes. I guess we could ask her to take the vows. Yeah. Yep. Again, like, in the terms of the game, it's always seen as you do something negative for that person, right? She loses 10 opinion of us. But in medieval terms, she is gaining something through this. She's gaining her personal freedom to a degree, right? Again, as a woman in the Middle Ages, you're very much dependent, well, first of all, on your family, you know, your father, then on your husband, and so on. And the monastery is really the only place as a woman where you can, yeah, do the things that you like, you know? Of course, we know all these accomplished women at the time that were nuns. Of course, Hildegard von Bingen comes to mind. Yeah, so this would not be something that negative, I think, for her. She knows that she's, yeah, probably too old to marry at this point. I think she's a widow as well, right? Yeah, and widows often would not remarry. And yeah, I think it's just consequential. We ask her to take the vows. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, I wanted to know what's up with him. Oh, no. Oh, there's nothing up with him. He is our spy master now. So he's like, I have a secret. What? You have a secret? What did you do? No, I mean, I did learn of a secret from somebody else. What do we have here? There he is. Oh, he's actually looking nice, right? Oh, he's a bit scarred, but I think that adds to the attraction. It went better than I'd hoped. I'm uncertain how well Ostjärfer, I don't know how that O is pronounced, ordinarily behaves on such occasions, but tonight he was clearly in high spirits, laughing and bantering with everyone, at ease even though far from home. He made what could have been a quiet and awkward dinner into a delightful event, and in a way it felt as if he was already part of the family. Oh, isn't that nice? Erika noticed and approved. Let's hope this momentum carries on into tomorrow's introduction. Yeah. Excellent way to start. The morning arrives. He presents himself in the throne room, primed and preen and ready to spend the day with Erika. He appears nervous. As for Erika, she's far less guarded. She has been beaming brightly at him. And while the court watches, what do? They want to plan to spend the day in the library, apparently. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Oh no! Oh, that's such high hopes. I guess taking him to the library was not the best choice. She's also not a learned girl, so I don't know why they did this. Yeah, I guess we could still say, no, we still want this to happen, but I think their side will not agree in that case. Yeah, okay, we call it off. That's sad. There she goes. Yeah, you will serve God well. Where is she now? In Skåne. Okay, yeah. Good for her. Anyone else who can... Oh, by the way, our own sister has been floating around in the nothingness. Since, her husband is dead and I think his title was revoked. No, we definitely want her at our court. There we go. I guess she does not want to be... she does want not to be a nun. Her traits. So we'll just see. Yeah. Do we still have... Yeah, Höche is still in our position here. Now he's the regent. Do we worry about this to a degree? I don't think so. Does he even have claims? Jylland, Twinkling, Aarhus, Norresund. Okay, he has a claim to Norresund. Now we now know that I think oh, I totally forgot about this. I thought I did this. I was like, yeah, we have that title revocation clause in our contract now. No, we don't. But we can do this because we have a hook on him. I wanted to do this all the time, so good that I thought about it now. So all this kind of stress that we had all these years with the kings coming and wanting to revoke Roskilde, Sjaelland, that's now a thing of the past. Nobody can come for us that way anymore. While walking across the room, I stopped my toe. Ow. Thanks a lot. V-I-E-T. That's how we pronounce it. V-I-E-T. Vibeke is at our court. Yeah. She's also like a lunatic. A bit weird. So she, I don't know, can have her own quarters or like a little manor in the countryside. And that's where she can live out the last days. Am I doing this? Am I really going in this direction of hosting a tournament? I don't see this coming because it really is too much gold in the end. Yeah, leaves me unable to do anything else for a long time. And I do think that it is in his interest to see, to see Norresund, for example, here. Yeah, being cared for, looked after. Farms and fields to level 2. I guess that's something we could do. Anything else here? Yeah, not too much at this point. Yeah, I mean, also we could go for the special building, even though it's like way too expensive for what it actually does. Jarl Svend, our own cousin, is hosting a feast. That's something we like to do. Let's check. Let's go by sea. Always like going by sea. Yeah. I guess that would be about it. Nothing else we need to do, I guess. So, yeah. We'll join. It's a fresh start. And there's our ship. Shippy, shippy, shippy. More unbelievers. How many unbelievers do we have here? Who'd have thunk that at the court of the adulterer and sinner, Ebbe, you would find unbelievers? A scandal. Alright, that's her. That's Sorger here. What is this? Lesson on distinction. Oh yes, definitely. I would want him to resemble a proper weaver. Of course. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. There's no place I'd rather be. Isn't that nice? Oh, and he made... Whoopsie. Klaus here. He actually made Ingeborg here his guest of honor. Does that say something? She's obviously his daughter. She has sons. Is that him saying that he prefers her daughter over his sons? Oh. What do we have here? Yes. Anneliese Roy. I guess nobody can fault her. She has done exactly what we wanted from her and more. We were like, yeah, I would like to have sons. And she's like, yep, noted. Sons, okay. I'll devote myself to breeding sons. And be a funny person that insults people. Klaus. That was my father's name. Klaus Abbeson. Do we have another Asbjörn, Ebbe, Svend, Wagen, Hakon? I like Hakon as a name. That's a sharp name. Yeah, again, at this point in time, remains unlegitimized. Like all of the other children. But wow. Would you look at this? Some years ago, he was like, yeah, I don't have any children. I don't have any sons. Now he has 4 sons. And 2 more daughters that aren't even in that list here. Visiting a church. Aha. So while he is on the road or while he is waiting here in Aarhus, he's going into a church. And there he is offered a candle. I guess. Yeah. You need it more than me. Thank you. Does he accept this? Let's just roll. It's a 5. You'll need it more than me. At least some prestige. Blood and spit. Apparently Sigtrygg spit in my son Skjalm's food during dinner a few nights ago. That stupid idiot. Which is not an insult. You're stupid. You're a cur, Skjalm screams. But you're a brat, Sigtrygg screams back. Isn't that great? Like, our son is 9, that guy is 14, and our son is toe-to-toe with him. Skjalm has been fighting Sigtrygg every day since. Not a minute goes by without him plotting some sort of petty revenge. You will have your revenge in time. No. No. Yeah, of course, yeah. Good stuff. People that rub you the wrong way, you should go for them. Make sure they suffer one way or another. That's not my motto, that's the Hvide, you know. Every guest is gathered in the Great Hall, and our gracious host, Great Jarl Svend, has welcomed us to the feast. Yeah, that's that event. We were like, oh yeah, we like the people here. I guess good folk to mingle with. Yeah, is there anything else? I guess he would just be here to do his thing, right? He doesn't need to do anything else. Oh, look at this, Svend. I think it was his intent then to yeah, make us his friend. He's like blabbering. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, there we go. There's our cousin Wenhild, who's actually, I think, yeah, at his court now. The subject that fascinates me as well. I couldn't care less. She inquires of my opinion on investment opportunities. Oh no, that's something he would be interested in. Oh no, she's our friend. That is something he would be very interested in. Any kind of money talk. That's, yeah. Aww. And now he has a reinvigorating friendship. Isn't that nice? A huge boost for 5 years. Wow. Yeah. I'll definitely see him grow a bit older than his father, I think. Wasn't Toka like 60? Oh, he was 65. Okay. But we either grow old. You could all tell Asa had too much to drink, even though he insisted on showing us how sober he was. Yes. Simply rising from his seat proved too much for him, and now I am covered in stinking vomit. I don't know. It's not like we don't like the guy. I guess he's our lover's brother. He's also floating around in limbo. He doesn't even have a liege. Can we actually invite him to court? Oh yeah. That would just be him though, not his children. Pay for travel expenses. Asa. Might actually do that. But for now, how do we react? Do we actually pity him, or is it like, anger? I roll the die, it's anger. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And now it's about Ingeborg. Yeah, of course, we like Ingeborg too, so here. I mean, we like her even though she, you know, has her moments of like speaking in tongues and so on. We shall depart. We finish the feast. And there we go. Bye-bye. Yeah. Offer a hostage. Declare wars. No. Active election still favors. Höre. Is there anyone else? Oh yeah. The end comes close now. And the king is actually from... But you see, when the king votes, he actually gains 26 votes. And when Ebbe votes, he gets 95 votes. That would tell you something about the power dynamic here in Denmark and how the Astrids have definitely lost their power. They have lost it. They tried in the last generation, and this generation he doesn't even try anymore, because Thorfinn would know what happens when he goes against us. He would be dethroned. And that's something he doesn't want. No, nothing here. Sell tribute title is not something I need to do. Could invest into bloomeries here. Or even in the update of the stables. Yeah, why not? Why not indeed? I guess now we don't have that much money, so we can sell tribute titles. He knows what he's doing. Oh no, Paul! He died of cancer. Oh. Oh yeah, that's where we can have some kind of... Do we need a strong hook on her? Nah, I don't think so. I guess you can stop now. It has been fun to learn about all these disturbing things that happen at our court, but at this point in time now. Have I actually done this? Oh yeah, I did this, I think. Erika. Alright, she does need someone new to show her what to do here. Of course, Elizabeth can do this. Yeah. We're in need of gold. Oh, Agner again. Pays 300 gold to you. I mean, he also gets a weak hook on us that way. This is not a haggle at a peasant's market. No, that's not the reaction he would see. I need the money for the good of the realm, let's see. Yeah, of course. We need it for the good of the realm. We will reinvest now. We can build the bloomeries here. What a wise decision, my liege. My spy master Baron Gad smiles nervously and bobs his head at me like a pigeon. Does he also make noises like a pigeon? Truly, I have nothing to add. Baron Gad of Naxkov fears me too much to contradict my decisions. It makes him rather useless as a spy master. See? There we go. My council should fear me. Yeah, I guess. I'll just do the job myself, you idiot. Or, no. I will not say him that his position is safe at all. Yeah. Is fired. Yeah. Okay, he's fired. And I guess at this point, you know, didn't like the father. The father presumably even killed his dog. And the son is more than useless. I think at this point, it is clear that he's not able to care for the barony here, and we'll throw him out. There we go. I mean, at this level, he might as well have been a... how we treat the Forget here, right? What you would call in the Holy Roman Empire at the time a ministerial. Don't know if that's the proper name in English. But someone who is appointed, but it's not a hereditary title necessarily. So I think he's right at doing this at this point. Now, we do not have that... the ability to have that many domains under our direct control, but that's alright. I guess this could now be the time where where Ebbe gives something to Ludwig here. And I'm thinking, so, do we give him Naxkov, which of course in game terms is the best thing we can do, or do we actually give him Noresund, which would make sense too, right? That was the land that his father owned. And yeah, I guess we do want to have him in a position where he would not go directly against our son when he's in charge. And he, Noresund, I guess he has claims to all of these places as well, right? So he has a very strong claim to Noresund though. Yeah, I think, we definitely knew that this was only a temporary solution. Having the whole of Sjaelland under our care. I think it would actually be right. I'm doing this through gritted teeth. Because of course, like, this is way more important than the barony of Naxkov. But in game terms, I think this is just proper. Give him Noresund. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about this. now that means he also took Toka back to Noresund. Oh no. And I can't... Well, I guess I can invite him back to court and say, hey, buddy, you're not getting off so easily here. You come back. And yeah, I guess, sorry, Weymunder, the church should not be so hasty, right? The second someone leaves that chapel, they have someone in line who they throw in and be like, he's the new chaplain. No. Of course, Matthias does his job again, the one that that he can do proper, and then we can have Ludwig in the position of steward. Yep. Do we actually need to go for development? I guess we always need to do that because it's great. But we're 33. 33 development. Do we have that anywhere near here? Let me just check. There's the economy and buildings development. Yeah. Look at at this. Yeah, it's like the center of learning in the north, I guess. Guess that's good. It's also a bit, I don't know, overpowered maybe. Like not really reflecting what will be happening at the time. 33. Yeah, I guess maybe for the time being we could just go to collect tax. Do something else. I'll go for development all the time. What is here? Ah yeah, Station Man-at-Arms Regiment. That would be our Mangonels. Yeah, they can go to Naxkov. I guess he's also taken his other brother, which is alright. Right, Ober can go here as well. And now he's caring for Norisund again. I like this setup better, right? Because now it's in the family of the actual the actual line here of the firstborn son of Toke. So that makes it more proper. Alright. But I guess this would be the time where we would publicly say, by the way, our son Sjaelland is definitely our heir. There we go. There he is. Your future is bright. It definitely is. Like, he is now the heir to Sjaelland. The island down here, yeah, has left his position because it doesn't merit not a landed spouse. Oh, that's not why he did this. Yeah, there we go. He's coming back, and he's going back in here. There you go. He was just... Was he running around with a fake beard? Now he's like, oh, I'm a bishop again, so he takes off the fake beard. So he's back at court. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's just the way it is. Mm-hmm. And there is Ludwig. Yeah. Good man is our Ludwig. His son Ulf. By the way, is Bully. Now that I'm looking at him, he's almost dead. He is actually 77 years old. Bully. And I guess it's consumption, so he will definitely die of this because you never lose consumption. It takes years. So, there you go. Yeah. I could tell that Anneliese was angry about something. We recently spent the night together, and she barely said a word. Finally, after I pressed, she snapped, "I want you to end things with Elizabeth." Oh, wow. That's, ooh. I knew this was going to come sooner or later. "You parade about with her," she raged, "flaunting it in front of me as if I have nothing to say about it or feel about it. Are you in love with her? Are you even in love with me?" Oh no. Our argument escalated until finally Anneliese made her ultimatum. I had to choose between them or we were through. Yeah, he does not like that. He doesn't like it when people antagonize him. He is the one who always wants to be in control of things. So if there was something to end, then he would do it on his terms. So I guess it's the last option here, right? You can't make me choose. Yeah. Your lover rating will be reduced to love. Okay, now they only love each other. Or she follows through. Yeah. No, she backs down. Yeah. Of course she does. I mean, in the end, what does she have, right? She has these sons. At this point, they're still illegitimate. She has nothing else. She has a family, of course, but I don't think her family would take her back, necessarily. So, yeah. Tough position for her. Odd Nergard. He's not that good. Only prowess of 10. Nah. Might be a pretty boy, but I'm not into pretty boys, so you might as well leave. Anything to do in Naxkov, by the way. We could build... Yeah, I guess we could have a better harbor. They are building this, they are building that. And then I guess... Oh, by the way. I have... Oh, hoardings. Takes us 100 years to get battlements and they are... Yeah, I want to petition the king. Research something else, stupid. God. So annoying. Like, I want to upgrade our castles here. I want them to have, like, shiny castles like they have here in Venderland. Well, I guess that's just the way it is. We would need to be the, yeah. We would need to be the head of the Danish culture once more. It's sad that we cannot vote for ourselves in this, right? Because Höke can, because he still has this connection through... Or was it like his sister? Because she was then the queen. Yeah. But I guess we are not in this list, right? Candidates. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Nobody, nope. No, no, no. No. Everyone's in here, right? Wife is in here. All of these kind of people at our court are in here. That's not fun. I guess he would like to be king. I guess that's something he would do. Well, I guess he can. He could claim his liege title. That's something he could definitely do if he wanted to. Let's see. He does have, of course, people... Oh, he is actually allied. To a prince of Lutetia, not to Lutetia itself. Maybe it's time we check again on these people. There's Princess Ludgard. There is Joron. It's grown a stutter. Oh, there's a younger daughter still. Let's have a look at her too. How are they doing? Svanhilde. Yeah, doesn't look that bad. She's also doing reasonably well. That's something to keep in mind. How about... Oh, oopsie. Oh, consumption. And betrothed. How... Yeah, I have to unpin her here, I guess. Della Pole. Okay, that's her name. What else did we look at? Here. Also betrothed. Okay, so out of the game as well. Yeah. There we go. There we actually are. Bully has finally died. I'll just do this quickly and then we get back to this. So, Bully has died. A person of interest to you. King Bully the Mad of Jerusalem has died at 77 years old. A son of Sjaelland, Hvide. Right? That's, I don't know, at this point in time, mind-blowing for me to think that, wow, something we did so many hours back and he was still around. A man of that generation. Of course, King of Jerusalem. He... yeah, was in a tough position down there, lost almost all of his land, and was unable to regain it ultimately. Now he leaves it for his son, Ulf. Ulf bullies him. And Ulf is very capable, as we see. He's a proper weaver. Also has children. He is married to an Armenian woman, interestingly. Doesn't grant him an alliance, though. That, yeah, I think she's from proper dynasty here. But, yeah, it doesn't come with an alliance for him. And his brother, Albert, is now leading his own troop of adventurers. Okay. Was spurred by his brother, King Ulf. Yeah, I guess. But he was the younger one, so... But yeah, there we go. That is our... yeah, distant cousins. I guess geographically as well as, you know, family-wise. That, of course, means nothing for us directly. Just good to see that we still hold that title. I mean, we do get 6 points of renown per month. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad. Odd has increased his prowess. Good for him. Oh yeah, I guess we could look for... Oh yeah, we can actually introduce her to someone again. Let me check. Ralph. A courtier of Duke Robert's alliance with the Duchy of East Anglia. Mundgear. The Jarldom of Wisby. Governor. This is not actually... Yeah, this is Goatland. So... By the way, it's not Goatland. Even though they have a goat in their coat of arms here. It's from the Goths. Mundgeir Skulison. Yeah, I guess. Does sound like a nice chap. I just would like to have a more lasting alliance. Guess he's decent when it comes to this. Gregers of Viborg. Count Casimir of Shinto? Orlamund, the Norwegian. I guess this all goes Jamdaland. Okay. Not that powerful in the end. Let me check. Okay, so he is again, brother. I don't like this. Don't like to marry into brothers, more like into the children of rulers. Because then at least we can go to the next generation with this alliance. Well, I guess he looks fit, right? Looks proper. Not that much into martial. I don't know if she might like this. I don't know. Yeah, let's have him over. Let's just check. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't. Right. We need to appoint a successor. I thought I already did this. I guess it's like Flosi being an on-off knight. I guess we have to... there we go. Time to prepare. I guess we have to go in here again and force them to be knights. Harald Flosi. There we go. How about his? Is Ib? He has reasonable prowess, so I guess he's not in danger. But still, you know, sometimes they would just like be ill and then they lose some prowess because of that temporarily. Then they're not knights anymore, and all of a sudden they're not successors anymore. It's very stupid. Yeah, the whole accolade thing is stupid, of course. But no, it's not all stupid. I like the whole thing. I like to have retinue archers and retinue outriders, I guess. But the way it's handled, like when one of them becomes a regent, they're not a knight anymore. Why? Yeah. So many things to keep in mind when it comes to accolades. That could definitely be easier. What else do we do? Will use of Jarl Agner. This, why? Primary heir. Oh, he's the Jarl of Dithmarschen. No, he is not. Ah, I see. I guess it's because he's married to her and then their children are... Well, they're also Estrids. Don't know what's the problem here. And I guess because we have absolute authority that we won't lose land anyway. Okay, let's see how this goes. He is nervous. She likes it. And it's a disastrous match. He's like waving her off. Boy. Are you... Don't do this to my daughter. That makes me very, very mad. Yeah? Run home with your tail between your legs. And don't you dare disrespect my daughter again. Yeah, I guess that's the point where he definitely would be mad. Right? Like, his children here, they are his everything at this point. Oh no! Viggo has died! Oh no! Ah, he was a great knight of ours. Yeah, Roland, of course, would be suitable. Rune would be suitable. He's already the master of the hunt. But he's also like the brilliant strategist. So we do something here. Have Ludwig instead. But then I don't think I have a better steward. No, definitely not. Roland is... Oh yeah, there's Odelrada. Why is she not at our court anymore? Huh? I guess you would want her. Not if I'm going to pay. No. He can stay where he wants. So, see you later, I guess. Rune. He is, of course, married to Signe. That gives him some elevation there. Let's put him in there. Because, yeah. The other one was already the master of the hunt. Okay. There he is, like... There they go. All learning the language. He's like, I thought it would never come to this. Oh. Yeah. But I guess it's just, you know. That's just the way it is. Would even go there now and say that... where is it? There we go. We just do this. Expose. I mean, this would go against her as well, so it would give the king a reason to imprison her, I think. That's obviously not something that we want. Building. Everything looks fine. I guess Bully can go now. Who was Björn? Alright, yeah. He was the brother of the king. Is she still at our court? Yes, he can go. There is her. She is here. Princess Ludgard. I mean... The mother is now 31, he's 42. They could still have children. I guess, wow, that would be... That would be huge. Is that the thing that we want? Of course, this could... You know, this could be the thing that kind of... opens the game wide. If somehow suddenly we would be in here and play the king of Lutetia, probably giving us a reason to conquer Vanderland because it did by de jure right belongs there. I guess it would also lead to tons of conflict. Having to fight wars again all the time. Oh, I want to fight wars all the time. Yeah. I guess he's not that much of an ambitious person in the end, right? He definitely wants to have steady control over Sjaelland, but he's not thinking like, yeah, I need a whole kingdom or I need any more land or whatever. Yeah. I guess an option like her would be safer. I guess when the time comes and that for Ebbe is in about 2 years, then we could start also going for this arrange introduction thing. And maybe then we just do it and see if we clicks with one of them, right? Yeah, let's just do that. I guess he could learn another language. He's better at this than Sjaelland. That's the only thing we have. Oh, I guess. I guess Clemencia would have someone to talk to then. Oh, yeah. Ludwig is asking for formalizing an alliance, and I guess we would do this. Once again, we don't need to. This is definitely not something that we need. And it will make it more difficult to marry, right? At the same time, when he comes to us and says, hey, right, uncle, I want to go into this formalized alliance, then why would we decline? Only for game terms, and no. Might still be alright, we only have 3 now. Okay, Erika. Within the last year. Is there anyone that you would like? Here, Peter, the devil. How about him? Through God, of course, yeah. Who is, I guess, closely related. Oh, look at him. The Prince of Galicia Volhynia. Aha. He's not going to be the king. He's the prince at least. And it's the Prince Gabriel. I guess he's not, like, impressing us too much. What about her? I guess she's not too impressed either. I guess with her trait, it is difficult to find someone she would actually like. You'd be like, yeah, go and, you know, present yourself, be presentable. And she's like, yeah, I have 2 in diplomacy, Dad. What do we have here? Arrange a betrothal. I propose a betrothal between my sister and your kinsman Stig. Oh. Aha. That's I mean, that's huge for us, obviously. But I guess it would not count as an alliance for Ludwig, because that is Obe's son. You know what? Okay. Yeah. We accept. So now we are marrying into the big, vast empire of Lechia. Currently in a war here, right? Defending against Duke Marcian of Mazovia, the Liberty War. And Edward the Heartless of the Bolts of St. Bridget. Claim on the Kingdom of Poland. And he's losing it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Well, I guess that's happening. Is he actually... I think this is actually not his thing anymore, is it? I think at this point in time, he's very much... He's content with what he has. He doesn't need to quite, look for this so much. Makes sense to go in this direction here, because he was looking for a lot of secrets, but I guess we could go into another direction. What would he do? Let's look at this. Internal affairs. Guiding progress and prosperity through a personal touch. Stewardship +1, intrigue +1, and control growth. You know what? We've never been here before, so there you go. Let's just do this. Wandering lifestyle. I guess we would then be able to get one of these here. Hike, inspection, or monument expedition. We have here ancient stone monument examination. Oh, that would be something he would do, I think, right? It's like a little pastime. There it is. Start. Why not? Gives us something to do. That's a Rice decision, I think, in the mod. I guess... Oopsie. So here we are. 3 guys and 2 horses. There we are. Rikisa. Yeah. I mean, once again, this is like... Who in the world would think that she is not his child? A scandal in the waiting. It's not a big scandal anymore. You already have like 3 sons with her. I guess the child is mine. I just don't want that to have repercussions for her. Oh, you do that now. There you go. Yeah. Everyone knows as well. Oh no. Yeah, and I guess it didn't really do anything for us, right? Or against us. You know what? Should I risk this? Oh, she's also pregnant again. Ooh. Whoopsie. Your sinful acts come at a cost. No, apparently they don't. If you are already a sinner, you cannot be more than a sinner. Apparently. There's no super sinner. Despicable sinner. Spawn of Satan. I think that's one of the nicknames in the game that he might as well get. But he already is the Prince of Fashion, so... Yeah. I never thought it would come to this. Of course you did. You perfectly know what's going on here, Ebbe. Don't play dumb. Wow. So that's 5 children then with Elizabeth and 4 children with Anneliese. I did not think it would be that many in the end. I have taken some time to travel to the more remote parts of Lolland Folster, where there is a great ancient stone monument. I was just curious and wondered what it was like. Upon arriving at the location, I walk up to the monument to examine it further. Though its shape is crude, it was clearly carved by human hands. It is also an impressive size, and I can see why the locals have been unable to move it anywhere. One has to wonder how it got here in the first place. I guess this could be like a Neolithic stone monument or something. The whole thing looks like it would be a Roman thing or whatever, but we all know the Romans never went here. Although they went further than some people believe they did, right? So we definitely know that the Romans went up or had the plan to go up until the Elbe River, and they definitely went to the Weser. Anyway, but they were not here. Never. Never. So this might be like a Neolithic monument, I guess. Spend a couple of hours enjoying the scenery and relaxing, or my scholarly instincts tell me to investigate the monument further. Now I guess I will just enjoy it. The wife was like, okay. Oh, finally she snapped. Unfaithful, minus 300. Yeah, I guess. Guess she would not like it. Maybe she was like, yeah, I understood that you needed an heir. And then you had a son. And then you had 2. And then you had 3. And now you're having all these girls. And more sons. I mean, when will this end? And he's like, well, I like it. He does. Oh, I just saw, I didn't look at the time, and we are already at 2 hours and 7. Alright, yeah, so he's just returning here. I guess that's where we can stop. Ebbe is now 59, still in reasonable health. His children are growing like weeds in a garden. And we will see what happens further. He already legitimized his firstborn son, Sjaelland. Well, I guess it's not the firstborn, that would be his original son, Sjaelland. But, yeah, he's going to be the next great Jarl. And let's see what Absalon will do. I guess we would like for him to grow into this position of bishop again. Also likely legitimize him at that point. And so we will do with the others. We'll also probably expose the secret of the other 2 girls that are definitely his daughters. So yeah, that's what we will do. And so I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.